Food matters. And this is because your body is hardwired with health defense systems that help us naturally fight cancers.
What if your next bite could make cancer weaker? Not in a far-off lab, but right inside your body, at your dinner table. Every day, your food is doing one of two things: feeding disease or fighting it. And while most of us unknowingly fuel cancer with processed snacks and sugary drinks, there are certain foods that may do the exact opposite, cutting off the energy supply cancer cells need to grow. It sounds radical, but it's backed by science. In this video, we're going to reveal 5 powerful superfoods that may help cut off cancer's fuel supply by slowing tumor growth, reducing inflammation, and supporting your body's natural defense systems. And the best part, we'll also show you easy ways to add them into your daily routine with simple, delicious recipes. But before we dive in, let's understand why diet matters more than we think. Science has gathered clear evidence that cancer thrives in certain internal environments, but collapses in others. The difference often comes down to what's on your plate. A diet high in refined carbs, processed meats, sugar, and bad fats creates the perfect storm of inflammation, insulin resistance, and oxidative damage, key drivers of cancer growth. On the flip side, a diet rich in plant-based anti-inflammatory foods may create a biochemical environment where cancer cells struggle to survive. But before we continue, this content is provided for informational purposes only and is not a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always consult a qualified healthcare provider with any questions about your health or a medical condition. Ready to discover the superfoods that may help you fight cancer from the inside out? Let's get started. The first superfood in the list of cancer-starving foods is broccoli. This everyday vegetable might seem ordinary, but it hides a powerful secret, one that could potentially choke the life out of cancer cells before they grow out of control. For years, scientists have looked into why populations that consume more cruciferous vegetables have lower rates of certain cancers, and broccoli always stands out. The fear is real. Cancer can grow silently for years before it shows any symptoms. But what if something on your plate could help fight back from the inside? Broccoli contains a natural compound called sulforaphane
to kill malignant cancers. The research is there. Broccoli sprouts also reduce oxidative stress in type 2 diabetes. That sulforaphane in broccoli sprouts can improve hemoglobin A1C, as well as reduce fasting blood sugar levels.
Sulforaphane may interfere with the way cancer cells grow, multiply, and even repair themselves. What makes sulforaphane especially interesting is its potential to target cancer stem cells, the small but powerful population of cells believed to drive tumor growth and recurrence. In one laboratory study, sulforaphane was shown to reduce the number of breast cancer stem cells by up to 75%. That's significant because these stem cells are often considered the root system of a tumor, capable of regenerating the entire mass even after treatment. Cut them off, and the tumor may have no foundation to rebuild. This has led researchers to explore sulforaphane not just as a preventive nutrient, but as a complementary strategy in cancer therapy.
The more important study, from my point of view, was the one done at the University of Michigan by Max Witcha, the director of the Comprehensive Cancer Center there, showing that broccoli and sulforaphane kill cancer stem cells.
So how do you make this cancer-fighting veggie a regular part of your routine? The key is to keep it fresh and lightly cooked. Overcooking broccoli destroys its sulforaphane content. For best results, try steaming it for just 3-4 minutes. You can toss it into a quinoa salad, mix it with olive oil and lemon, or blend raw broccoli florets into a green smoothie with cucumber and apple. And here's a secret tip. Sprinkle some mustard seeds on your cooked broccoli. They contain enzymes that can reactivate sulforaphane if it's been reduced during cooking. The second superfood in the list of cancer-starving foods is green tea. It might look like a calming drink on the surface, but inside, every cup is a chemical cocktail that may help your body fight back against one of the deadliest diseases on the planet. For centuries, people across Asia have consumed green tea, not just for its soothing effects, but for something far more powerful. Because what you sip today could potentially disrupt how cancer cells grow tomorrow.
There's growing evidence from laboratory, population, and human interventional studies that tea can exert beneficial disease-preventive effects, and further may actually slow cancer progression.
The secret lies in a compound called epigallocatechin gallate, or EGCG, one of the most extensively studied antioxidants in the world. What makes EGCG remarkable is its potential ability to act like a molecular sniper, precisely targeting and disrupting the internal pathways that cancer cells rely on to grow, divide, and survive. It doesn't just slow them down, it may weaken their infrastructure. In a study published in Cancer Research, EGCG was shown to reduce tumor size by modulating critical processes of cellular proliferation, differentiation, apoptosis, angiogenesis, and metastasis. How? By inhibiting angiogenesis, the process by which tumors create new blood vessels to feed themselves. Without this blood supply, tumors are essentially starved from within, limiting their ability to expand. What's even more promising is that researchers believe the benefits of EGCG may compound over time with regular, long-term consumption of green tea. It's not just a soothing drink. It may be a steady, quiet force working to support your body's natural defenses. So, how can you make green tea a part of your cancer defense routine? Start by swapping out your sugary beverages with freshly brewed green tea, ideally 2 to 3 cups a day. But don't rush it. Let it steep for 3-5 minutes to unlock its full potential. Avoid adding milk, as some studies suggest it might reduce the antioxidant power. For a tastier twist, you can brew it with lemon slices or a bit of grated ginger, which may also offer anti-inflammatory benefits. But before we move on, if you are looking to dive deeper into the foods that can prevent cancer, be sure to subscribe to the Vitazen Health newsletter linked below. Each week, we share expert-backed tips, delicious recipes, and actionable steps to help you live longer and feel your best, delivered right to your inbox. The third superfood in the list of cancer-starving foods is turmeric. At first glance, it's just a yellow spice sitting in your kitchen cabinet. But hidden inside is a compound so powerful, it's been studied for its potential to disrupt cancer's most dangerous survival tactics. In traditional medicine, turmeric has been used for centuries to fight inflammation. But today, modern science is uncovering how it may also help starve tumors of what they need most: time, space, and blood supply. The golden ingredient in turmeric is curcumin. It doesn't just act as an antioxidant, it may interfere with multiple stages of cancer development, from slowing cell division to blocking tumor-feeding blood vessels.
Curcumin is a powerful antioxidant in turmeric. It's been extensively studied for its anti-cancerous properties. It helps fight cancer cells by interfering with their growth and proliferation. Curcumin disrupts various cell signaling pathways critical for cancer cell survival.
Imagine cancer cells trying to build an empire, and curcumin arriving to shut down their roads, power, and communication lines. Researchers found that curcumin may trigger apoptosis, a process where cancer cells self-destruct, and could suppress growth in colon, breast, and pancreatic cancers. What's striking is how curcumin appears to target cancer cells while leaving healthy ones unharmed, which is rare for most treatments. But here's the catch: curcumin is poorly absorbed on its own. To maximize its potential, combine it with black pepper, which contains piperine, a compound that can boost absorption by up to 2,000%. Try adding turmeric to a warm cup of golden milk. Just mix half teaspoon of turmeric with a pinch of black pepper, almond milk, cinnamon, and honey. Or stir it into soups, rice dishes, or roasted vegetables. For a quick shot, blend turmeric, lemon juice, and ginger for a morning tonic. The fourth superfood in the list of cancer-starving foods is berries. These sweet, colorful fruits may look innocent, but inside, they're packed with compounds that could potentially launch a biochemical attack on cancer cells. Every time you eat a handful of berries, you might be doing more than just satisfying a sugar craving. You could be feeding your body natural weapons against disease. Because while cancer spreads quietly, berries may be quietly fighting back.
I'm starting to think this is like the best food on the planet. Our berries, all kinds, raspberry, blueberry, boysenberry, awalla berries, strawberries. You want to make sure they're organic, but they're packed with antioxidants. And the more antioxidants you have in your system, the more free radicals you are going to be able to protect yourself against.
What makes berries so unique in the world of cancer nutrition is their rich content of ellagic acid and anthocyanins, powerful phytochemicals with antioxidant and anti-inflammatory effects. But they don't just mop up free radicals. They may interfere with how cancer cells grow, multiply, and even invade healthy tissues. Think of them as bodyguards, surrounding your cells and blocking intruders. A study found that black raspberries reduce tumor formation in the esophagus by up to 80%. Researchers observed that these berries not only slowed the growth of precancerous cells, but also shut down genes that fuel tumor progression. Even more fascinating, anthocyanins may suppress angiogenesis, the process by which tumors develop their own blood supply. Without it, tumors can't grow beyond a certain size. They starve. The best part? Berries are incredibly easy to incorporate into your daily routine. You don't need a recipe book. Just a handful can go a long way. Add fresh or frozen blueberries, raspberries, or strawberries to your morning oatmeal, yogurt, or smoothies. You can also blend them with almond milk and spinach for a powerful anti-inflammatory shake. Hold up. Did you know inflammation is one of the biggest causes of cancer, heart disease, and aging? And most people are making it worse with what they eat. That's why I put together the Anti-Inflammation and Immunity Smoothie and Juice Guide. 80+ science-backed recipes designed to stop inflammation, boost immunity, and help your body heal. Grab your copy now from the video description below. The fifth superfood in the list of cancer-starving foods is garlic. It may smell strong, but its cancer-fighting potential might be even stronger. For centuries, garlic has been praised in traditional medicine, but what modern science is now revealing is both fascinating and alarming. This tiny bulb may have the power to disrupt cancer's ability to grow, spread, and survive. And the most surprising part? It does so from your kitchen, not a pharmacy.
Eat one big clove of crushed raw garlic, and within hours, you get an alteration of the expression of your genes related to anti-cancer immunity.
Garlic contains a sulfur-rich compound called allicin, which is released when the clove is crushed or chopped. Allicin and other organosulfur compounds don't just fight infections. They may block cancer cell signaling, slow down tumor growth, and even trigger apoptosis, cancer cell suicide. In simple terms, garlic might confuse the enemy's communication system, leaving cancer cells uncoordinated and vulnerable. A study from the National Cancer Institute found that people who consumed garlic regularly had up to a 30% lower risk of developing colorectal cancer. That's not a small number. These compounds may also inhibit nitrosamines, cancer-causing agents formed in the stomach, especially from processed meats. Garlic may act like a bouncer at the cellular level, refusing entry to toxic carcinogens. To unlock garlic's full potential, don't just toss it into hot oil. Instead, crush or chop it and let it sit for 10 minutes before cooking. This activates allicin and preserves its anti-cancer compounds. You can roast a whole bulb and spread it on toast, mix minced garlic into hummus or guacamole, or stir it into soups and stir-fries after the heat is off. For an immune-boosting shot, mix raw garlic with lemon juice, honey, and warm water in the morning. It's bold, it's pungent, and it just might help your body stay a step ahead in the fight against cancer. So we've uncovered 5 powerful superfoods that may help your body fight back by potentially cutting off the supply lines cancer cells depend on. But here's the bigger picture. Food alone isn't the whole battle. Even the most nutritious diet can fall short if your daily habits are working against you. How you sleep, move, manage stress, and even when you eat can all play a role in either weakening your defenses or reinforcing them. In our next video, we're diving into lifestyle strategies backed by science that may help lower your cancer risk even further. So stay tuned.